is a Bramble Jam podcast. Holly jolly! It's Bran, and I love Hallmark Christmas movies. Yeah.
Are you not comfortable, or you were like this?
I've always got to do a little shifty
little
boy.
shimmy shake.
A little shimmy shake. Holly jolly indeed, Bran, because I'm Panda, and I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
Holly jolly, boys. I'm Dan. I despise Hallmark Christmas movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast. Little late. Seamless.
Wow. Yeah. Guys,
Did anything happen? Did anything wrong happen?
No.
I think the audio is going to sound great, though.
Hey guys, welcome to Deck the Hallmark. It's your boys.
Wednesday.
Christmas is in my heart and my mind, and sometimes it's in my soul. Christmas is in my ears and my nose, and sometimes it's out of control. Like the one time that I went to the mall and I said, everybody get down here on Christmas Day, and they thought it was a holdup, and I said, no, it's not. I just want everyone to have a good time.
That was great, Bran. Thank you.
You said Christmas is always in my heart and my mind, and sometimes it's in my soul.
Yeah.
How's that work?
Wow. The soul's hard to figure out.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Think
It's a
about it.
tricky mistress.
It is.
Yeah.
Between me fixing the camera, which is still up for debate, let's see.
Let's see what happened. Hey! I see a little green there.
And that song, I am out of breath. So somebody tell everybody about this show.
Oh, boy. Welcome to Deck the Hallmark. Panda, take it.
Yeah, this is the only podcast you're really going to find that just is crushing it on a consistent basis.
Maybe you're caught up with Count Your Rosses, and you're just like, man, I got to listen
Good
to
luck.
something else.
Yeah.
I am happy that you're here. We got a Christmas classic for you today. And
Yes.
tomorrow
we do.
we'll dive back into the world of Hope Valley, One Calls the Heart.
Yes, finally. Pretty excited about it. We have a book coming out.
I'll be home for Christmas movies October 26th. Correct.
Very exciting.
Bramble Fest in a month. BrambleJamPlus.com. Joining on the fun. People are watching live right now on the Facebook and commenting.
Oh, man.
I see you, Terrence.
Also, be out on the lookout for some new swag coming to the Deck the Hallmark store.
turn
It's
my
all
swag
being
on.
replenished ahead of season 4. Can you believe it?
Yeah, season 4 coming up. And we need 3,000 reviews by then, so we need 800 reviews before season 4 starts. So now's the time. You're listening right now. Go give us a quick 5-star.
That's exactly right.
Counting on you.
We love the reviews. What's the last review that we got? Was it good or was it bad?
I think it's a good one.
We think
Yeah,
it's a good
yeah,
one.
I love a good
I'll look it
positive.
up. You keep going.
And one more thing to say that we're looking forward to. The date is still unannounced as of right now, but we believe October 23rd, season 4 kickoff marathon.
The kickoff marathon coming on.
Live stream all day long. Special guest galore. You're not going to want to miss it. More information to follow.
I've got the last review. It is a good one. It was on August 13th, so 9 days ago.
Wow.
Guys, 9 days without a review. Come on, let's go.
Hurts.
It's been
One.
9
fell
days
for
without
it.
a review.
fell for it.
This is from Big Taste Lover. I don't know.
I like it.
The title of the review is It Was Time. It was time. Hey guys, I don't know if you still read these, but I finally broke down and got iTunes again just to review your podcast. Oh, thank you, Big Taste Lover.
That's awesome.
It was a hassle, so I hope you appreciate it. I do.
Well, we're reading it on the air, Big Taste Lover.
I have loved you guys since I started listening back in March of 2020. It was a real trip waiting for you guys to make it to the dumpster fire that began in 2020 and continues onward.
Now, I want to know, Big Taste Lover, you started listening to in March 2020.
Boy.
Did you start pre-pandemic or was it the...
Well, based upon that sentence, he started from the beginning. He or she started from the beginning and said it was a real trip waiting for you guys to make it to the dumpster
So
fire.
he started from the very
Yeah,
beginning.
I'm just saying, when did they start listening? Like
March 2020.
I understand. When in March is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know.
Like, was the pandemic that
And
finally
then
made them go, all right, I got to dive into this, I guess.
If do you think they're still behind?
I don't know.
Because if they are, maybe they're not going to hear this. Your podcast had brought me joy in a time where I had little to be joyous about and have given me a vicarious sense of camaraderie. You really put yourselves into these things, and I'm telling you guys now, bring back Randy. Oh, Randy's out in the grass. Randy's
Oh,
on the
wow.
grass. Boy, that is from your basement. That's like fat jockey territory. I don't even remember how to do that voice. I know I did the.
I know Randy from Take the Day Off, and we're not bringing him back.
No. Different Randy. This is Randy out in the grass with Randy.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Man, he's
It's
great.
hard to say. Bring back Randy. He really needs to join up with Rig and Tracy. Thanks for the laughs, guys. And I hope to hear years of Dan's suffering, Panda's aversion to hot water, and Brand's emotional reactions. I feel like he's still in 2019.
Might
or
be.
she. Because the aversion to hot water, Randy, all that's like prime 2019 recording in your basement. That's what that is.
That's right.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Big Taste Lover.
Big Taste Lover.
We
That
appreciate
was so great.
it. For all those of you out there, like Big Taste Lover, who have been sitting around going, I need to give him a review, but it's not worth the hassle. It is. It helps people find the show, and we would love to hear from you.
It makes us feel better about ourselves because
does.
sometimes we
Sometimes
get
we get down.
insecure.
Yeah.
We get a little down in the trout.
After Count Your Rosses, down in the what?
Down in the
Trout?
snout. I was trying to say
That's
down
not
in the
any better. It's down in the trout, down in the snout. That's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Both bad.
It's down in the snout?
Down in the
down in
snout
the
and
snout.
down in the trout are both terrible.
I said trout though. And
But
I
is
don't-
down in the snout a thing?
Yeah,
No.
of course.
Down and out is a thing.
Nope, down in the snout.
Down in the snout's not a thing.
It's a
Think it
big
is.
taste lover. A big taste friend.
Big Taste Lover.
You have been the one leaving reviews on the pod. Big taste lover.
If you want a Big Taste Lover, gotta get with my friend.
That was good.
James Blunt or
Spice Girls.
Spice Girls.
James
Give me the
Blunt.
Spice Girls, no question about it.
James Blunt.
I would rather
And-
never.
It will
hear
come.
James
It will
Blunt.
come as no surprise
That-
that Pan and I are going with James Blunt on
yeah,
this one.
yeah.
Yeah, James Blunt every day and twice on Sundays. That's I've said it before.
You can listen to him as much as you want, whenever you want. What are you talking about?
Twice on Sundays.
Down and snout.
Every Christmas has a story. Everybody, Lori
yeah,
Loughlin.
boy, does
Oh, you thought you could erase her? You can't.
Now this particular story, wild,
Every
It is
wild.
nuts.
She's in some scandal here, I believe. Brand.
yeah,
People are mad at her for something.
yeah, yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Every Christmas has a story. Originally aired on November 12th, 2016, and it went a little something like this. Meet morning show host Kate Harper. She's a big deal. And because she's a big deal, it means she hates Christmas because that's just how it works. She has a producer whose name is Jack. They seem to have some sort of thing going on. Don't know what that thing is yet currently upon writing. Despite Kate's disdain for the holiday season, her show seems to literally be all Christmas all the time during the holidays. But she sucks it up and takes one for the team until one day, Jack accidentally makes a dumb mistake by pushing the go live button in the control room while she's having a conversation with a guy who collects Christmas ornaments. She then tells the guest how much she doesn't really care about Christmas, not knowing that that's going out to everybody. Her boss is not happy with that. And Kate is like, I've got money. Can't I just make this whole situation go away?
With money.
And everybody's like, no, you can't. And so they decide they're going to send Kate and Jack to the biggest little Christmas town there is, Hollyvale, North Dakota. They sent in a video and invited her to come and get some Christmas spirit. We find out that Kate and Jack were college sweethearts. They tried long distance. It didn't work. Jack got married. Now he's divorced, and it's just weird. They go to Hollyvale and immediately find that there's a mystery to solve instead of actually doing the story that they were sent there to do. And the story is this. Why doesn't this Christmas town, the biggest little Christmas town, have a Christmas tree? That's a good question, boys. That's a good question. Any theories?
Scandal.
Oh, lots of scandal. So much scandal.
Pushback?
Big
Pushback. Yes, for sure.
So we find out apparently, that was good, guys. We'll keep that in. Apparently the tree was provided.
I wasn't ready, Brand. I
I'm
wasn't
so-
ready.
that's
I was
on me.
doing other things.
They get to Hollyvale and they immediately realize that there's a mystery. Why doesn't this town have a Christmas tree? Guys, why do you think that is?
I think it has to
big
do with the
scandal.
Hollis family. Pushback. Hey.
Apparently the tree was provided for years by the Hollis family. Dan, you got it right.
Hey.
A couple years ago, the trees just stopped coming. What's going on here?
Scandal.
The trees
Scandal.
stop coming and they don't stop coming. You know what I mean?
Well, they did.
Yeah. Hey there, you're a North Star.
Get your tree on.
UCLA. What did you say?
Noel.
I said UCLA.
That's good.
That one works. I had to speed it though. So they get to Hollyville and they realize that there's a mystery to solve. Why doesn't this Christmas town have a tree? Guys, why do you think? Jack and Kate
Are we in a
spend some-
loop right now?
Scandal.
Trees start coming and they don't stop coming.
Guys, did we ever do a thing, or was it just an idea I had? Let me turn on the music. Did we ever do this thing where we came back from break and we tried to redo the segment from
No.
before?
No, but we've
never
talked
done
about
that.
it.
We've talked about doing it.
Yeah.
It's a great bet. So they get to Hollyville and they immediately realize a mystery.
Great.
As Jake and Kate spend time in this small town, getting to know people and interviewing everybody, it is clear that a couple things. One, this town is, being really weird about this tree, and Jack is clearly not over Kate. So Kate is very into this mystery. She's nose to the stone. What do they say?
Nose to the grindstone. Nose to the snout.
What is it? Nose to the snout,
for
the trap?
real.
Kate does some investigation stuff.
For real.
And
I
they
wouldn't lie.
discover the address for the Hollis family. So her and Jack go to find this random log cabin in the middle of nowhere. They find this guy. His name is Vernon. And they learn after some serious pushing that his wife died and that he couldn't find it himself to deliver the trees. And Kate then gives him some advice that he wasn't looking for, which was, I think your wife would want you to keep this tradition alive. I'll see you later. Back in town, everybody thinks that they're missing, so they send out the cavalry.
The cavalry? They send out the cross of Jesus?
What's
Different Calvary,
No,
Dan.
cavalry. Cavalry, not Calvary.
Are you kidding me?
No.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not.
The cavalry is what you send out to rescue someone.
What's a cavalry?
That's what I just said. Cavalry. You said cavalry.
I understand. What's a cavalry?
Cavalry is not a word.
You're with me though, right?
Yeah, I always thought it was send out the Calvary.
It is good Lord. You guys, seriously, good Lord. No. Cavalry, soldiers who fought on horseback, modern soldiers who fight in armored vehicles, used to refer to a source of help or rescue in an emergency. That's cavalry with not a second L. Calvary with an L, but before the V. Calvary is an open air representation of the crucifixion of Jesus. You just said they sent a representation of Jesus on the cross for help. That's what you said.
Okay, to be fair, Merriam-Webster even had to separate this, and people mess this up a lot.
But Merriam-Webster still has it correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
But in my defense, what I was getting at is they need some serious help, and have I interest you in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
They sent out the Calvary.
They sent out the Calvary.
I'm embarrassed to be a part of this.
Kate's dad.
And you thought it was Calvary too? Dear gracious.
And he reads more books than books on RS.
Yeah, but to be fair, my Calvary understanding more extensive, my cavalry less extensive. I haven't read a good cavalry book in a long
forever,
time.
man.
Last good one was
You
Cavalry
should
all
read-
day
no,
long.
Cavalry in the Stone is so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, I'll get to both of those later. Just put them in the back pocket.
That's right.
So the cavalry's been sent out. Kate's dad shows up because he's worried, despite the fact that Kate hates him and he's never been around. When Kate and Jack show back up, they're all very excited, but she tells her dad to just shove off. Then she tells they're having this whole thing, and Jack and the dad end up meeting up at a bar, and he's like, "Hey, your daughter just wants a hug. Can you interest her in one of those boys?" They head back into town. The tree shows up. That's great. And they're like, "Hey, guess what? This whole thing was a ruse just to get our tree back."
Got him.
Jack and Kate kiss, and I guess the dad and her hug at some point. I missed it. And that, my friends, was
Every
Christmas has a story, and the story of Jesus Christ.
We did it.
Amen.
This is a Ron Oliver joint.
Yes,
Is
it
it
is.
really?
He definitely meant Calvary.
All right, let's take a quick break.
Okay,
We'll
let's
come
do
back.
it.
We'll break this movie down here in Denmark. So you guys brought up 2 books. What was the book you brought up?
Cavalry All Day Long.
What is, you've said that's the last book you've read.
Yeah, the last good
What
one.
is that one?
It just goes through all the different cavalry members who have been doing it all day long.
I need more, please, info.
Rescuing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dan?
Cavalry in the Stone. It's about the time the cavalry had to come save one of the Rolling Stones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mick.
Not Mick.
Hey, word of wisdom here, pal. If anybody says a member of the Rolling Stones and doesn't say Mick, it's definitely not Mick.
That's right.
It's one of the other ones.
It's not Keith either. Good luck. I'll never tell. Oh man.
Every Christmas Has a Story is the movie we're doing today. 2016. Lori Loughlin joins. Let's break this movie down. Let's start with a hot take. It's the foundation, some might say, of legs.
It's the legs of the show.
It's the legs of the show. Let's start with the good friend Panda. Panda, what do you think about this movie? Give us that hot take, pal.
Yeah, I like this one more than I thought I was. Listen, the Maytag man has been in some real Maytag.
We never don't laugh at that.
It's great. It's a great commercial. What can you say?
Maytag?
Listen, he's been in some movies that are oof.
Ooh, Buzz, your girlfriend. Christmas on Honeysuckle Lane.
He did Christmas on Honeysuckle. Christmas in Montana. Wasn't he the Montana?
Just thinking about it.
Sheesh. Yeah, and so he's still not awesome in this. But that said, Lori Loughlin's not bad in this movie. She's fine in this, and the plot is what really helps this movie along because it is bonkers.
It's bonkers new. There's no doubt about
it. And absurd, but it's so good-hearted and just fun. I had a fun watching it. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. Are you kidding me? This is great. This is great fun. It made me miss Lori Loughlin. Lori Loughlin Christmas movies. She just always brings a little fun to it.
Homegrown Christmas with Vic Webster. You stand by that one?
No, I don't stand by that one.
Okay, just making sure.
The one where the
From
girl
2018.
wants to go be a
artist,
fashion designer.
Yeah. Oh, fashion designer. That's right. Yeah,
That's not
you didn't remember that movie.
It's not terrible.
Oh, it's real bad.
It's better than.
She's a fashion designer as well.
That's right. That's right.
I vaguely remember that movie.
And Vic doesn't want the daughter. Is that correct? The daughter to be he wants the
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah, he does want to keep the child.
Doesn't want her to get into that.
That's
world.
right. Wants her to
I
study
didn't remember that
something.
was Victor Webster.
Old Vic Webster.
Wow, how about that?
Wow.
I thought this movie was a delight. Big fun all around. It's wacky, and you guys know me well enough by now to know that wacky is probably going to get a thumbs up from Brand. So kudos. Every Christmas Has a Story, and the story is thumbs up.
If I could pay $250,000 to Southern Cal to not watch this again, I think I would do so. Look, Lori Loughlin is. I forgot that she actually, has some range and is fun. Everything else about this movie is ridiculous. The plot doesn't make any sense at all. I'm all for wacky as long as it has some sort of thread that holds it together. And if that wasn't bad enough, this movie becomes a showcase for her daughter, and I just hope she's better at rowing because Maytag? It's a bad movie, guys. Bad enough I threw 2 Lori Loughlin jokes. Hey, Lori, we love you. If you'd love to come on the show, we'd love to have you.
Wait, that's her real daughter?
That's her real daughter.
That's her real daughter.
The rowing one?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the rowing one or not.
She's the older.
But the acting chops fell far from the tree. They may still be dropping. Hello.
It's a bottomless pit.
Just going around.
Listen, I will say,
That's
her daughter,
Isabella Giannulli or something.
Yeah, and she's
I want to
struggles.
be a journalist. I want to get my own show one day.
I think
Aren't
you know what
a
though,
journalist as well.
I don't think she was trying to act though. I think she was just happy. It was like mother-daughter bonding time on the set.
Well, I'm pretty sure her daughter's in Homegrown Christmas too,
because she likes just hanging out with mom.
Yeah. I think her mom probably gets her on
and she's like, "Hey, do you want to just hang out with mom? Yeah, mom."
That is the best case scenario for this. Nepotism where a starving actress doesn't get the role because Becky wanted to hang out with her daughter.
I think that's what...
That's the best possible version of this. And you know it.
She just wanted to hang out.
That's one of the
Hey,
worst.
have you ever wanted to hang out
That's
with
one
your
of
kids?
the worst performances.
Have you ever
I've
wanted to
seen.
hang out with your kids?
Yeah, if I could get my daughter on this podcast, 100%. I would.
People are knocking down the door trying to get. Crandall's been trying to get on here for years, and we talk great about Crandall.
We love him.
He can't get it. He can't even sniff
Hey, they
it.
do have him on the line.
You got Crandall on the line? Crandall, are you there?
Yeah. What's up, boys? The time is hot.
The time is high?
Yeah, the time is hot.
Is nigh?
I'm going on. You guys know that song? I'm gonna be your
Trace, just cut his mic. Just cut his mic. Trace, just cut it. Yeah. Why do we talk so well about...
Number one. Time for all the feels. This part of the show we talk about what in this movie gave us this feels. Panda.
Yeah, how can a guy whose wife dies and he doesn't give...
I want to stop really
hot.
quick. This is all the feels.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And him not delivering the Christmas tree because he's so heartbroken, and then he decides to finally do it, and that just heals him up, and he's hugging his friend at the end, who's been a lifelong family friend. That gave me feels, man. That's great. That's great. That's a humdinger. I did not see that being the reason for why the tree
That's
wasn't
because
being
it doesn't
delivered.
make any sense. They literally lie all movie long. Like they're like hiding a big secret, and it's because they want her to get on the case to bring him back. That's the whole bit.
Yeah, and I will tell you, and maybe it was just me, I was hoping, and I don't know why. I believe that there was a real scandal at one point, and I'm a little disappointed.
No kidding. I think we all were.
But that said, it's still good feels. I expected scandal feels. I got happy feels instead. So scandal to victory.
Listen, guys.
I saw Scandal to Victory live, and
phenomenal.
so good.
Number one.
Were you holding on number that whole time? You were
Yeah.
not.
That's why you don't ever sleep on Crandall.
I don't sleep
Every
on
time
Crandall.
I get the feeling.
Oh my gosh, Brand, do you have any feels?
I do, guys. Thank you so much. My big feels is I love one of my loves in life is going on YouTube and watching clips of news anchors having flubs live on TV. It's a great love of mine.
Oh, it's
fun.
classic.
It's a great love of mine.
Yes.
And the idea of this happening in real life gave me deep chuckles. I wish I don't understand
I don't understand how it happened.
how it could happen, but the idea that it happened in this movie, it made me think that it would be funny. And so, you guys remember the time? Remember the guy on the BBC, and the kid comes in to the room, and then the wife crawls down.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
right.
classic.
Classic
Who doesn't
stuff.
like that?
I mean, come on.
Dan?
It's good stuff. I thought the scene at Mr. Hollis's house was solid, where he kind of like breaks down about how like his wife passed away.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
I thought that was really, really solid. And it kind of, for a movie that was just, it felt like it didn't make any sense. And it doesn't after that scene either. That scene kind of lives on an island where everything seems to be right in the Hallmark world. So
Yeah.
I was on board with that
Nothing
scene.
gives Dan feels more than people talking about dead people.
What? That's not true. It's not true. But Panda said it was same thing. Feels about a guy who lost his wife.
Now, his feels was all of that leading to the big hug.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. But it wouldn't have been there without the loss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dan,
they're just
Dan,
hugging
I
at
was
the
just
end,
making
it's
it funny.
No, not on my watch. Not my Darren.
Yo, hey!
Thank God we brought
Guys,
him back.
I had a few days to look at
Pat!
Did
Shut!
Did both of you?
What?
I'm positive that Pat is someone different now.
No.
But I think also one of the Not My Darren guys is also very, very different.
Hey, Dan, shove off.
No.
I'm gonna take us to
It's not
break.
my Darren.
I'm gonna take him to. I'm gonna
Does that
take
help
us,
at all to give
let's
you a
go to break.
baseline?
Let's go to break.
Nope, she doesn't.
We're gonna
You
do
just sound like Crandall. Go to break. Go to break. We got to get out of here.
Where we gotta go?
Just to break.
We're back, everybody. Welcome. We have 2 more segments left, if I'm checking my math correctly. We're going to go with the way it went.
Let me go to the big board.
Let me,
two
let
down.
me look back here.
That
Two to
looks
go.
like
two
two
to go. Yeah,
two to
two
go.
more. I'm getting the high sign from Trace. 2. Yep, 2. Looking like 2.
Pan, take it away, pal.
I love, first of all, that Catherine's job, her entire job is being threatened because
She don't like Christmas.
She's not a fan of Christmas. And I am 100% sure somewhere that's a violation of something. Like you're gonna, like you're good. It's not looking good for you. Don't like
She
Christmas.
also knocked Kenny Kwan over and broke the one-of-a-kind ornament from, like, Norway. So, I mean,
I don't know,
You could make it with cause and get away with it.
Okay, the other thing I'm confused about is that she goes to this town and she is recording the show and it's airing at night, but does she not have a morning show? Like her thing's a morning show.
They said she has to do a segment that they're going to air in the evenings every night leading up to Christmas. So she's not doing the morning show this week. They're on reruns or something. She's doing a segment, and they're putting press out hard that you're going to see her for one segment a day in Coal Valley or wherever this is, and that's what's going on.
Okay, thank you for clearing.
No problem.
Yeah,
I'm here to
that's
help.
all I wanted. The only other thing is the dude when they're making a gingerbread house, he says, and I like to put some love in it, and then he just kisses her on the cheek. That's
I had that down too.
really, really weird.
Yeah, it's not okay.
And it was a shock to her.
Yeah.
It was a shock to me, and I hope it was a shock to you.
Americans everywhere.
It's not okay.
Not okay.
I did that to Dan one time when we were building a gingerbread
And it
house. He
was-
said, "Never again."
Yeah, I said, yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. It's a hard probably not.
That does leave the door open, though.
I said maybe one day.
Hey, guys, do you think Control Room's applaud after every episode of a daily TV show?
I hope so.
Or is it just this one?
Just
Oh
this
my
one.
Is it just this one?
Hey, another one in the books.
Hey, do you think TV stations that have control rooms that applaud after every TV show also have a button that forces everything live? No.
Absolutely not. My first one on here just says, all caps, how are they still on the air?
Yep.
How?
It was the button. You
The
accidentally
button.
pressed the button.
And then he's got to go across town to turn the button back off. Somebody pressed the button, and he can't get back to the button.
He pressed a button. So he accidentally pressed a button. When he took his headphones off, he pressed the button with his headphones. He didn't realize they were on air. He had already walked to the back of the room. He turns around. He realizes it. That's
And
why
then
he's
he
running back
stands and
across the room.
watches for a while,
Yeah, he
and
does.
then
Well, because it is
like-
good TV.
Do you wait? So there's not a button. You
But-
see, I don't
but
know enough
let me
about
ask you
television.
this: what is the show coming on after that show? Because do they also have a button, and what button overrides the other button? Because her show theoretically would end when the time slot ends. Whatever's coming on next, their button should already be on.
Yeah, my understanding would be that there is a master control room that's bringing in all the feeds.
Yeah, they don't have that
making
button.
things.
They have a
I
light
don't think
that says on air.
Yeah, I don't think that control room
No.
has the
No way.
the button.
It's too much power. Clearly.
Sure, I'm sure somebody will tell us though.
Yeah.
Someone will tell us.
Yeah.
This line is said, which makes you realize this movie was in 2016, which is it went viral, which is fine.
This is
in
great.
record time.
Record time.
That second part isn't necessary.
No.
That's
No.
not. It went viral is good enough.
How do we judge that?
How do you
How
judge?
in the world could you figure out what the
I
record
don't think
time of
that's
going
a
viral
that's
is?
the thing
No
you
way.
can quantify.
No way. Not a thing.
And I just want to, again, I have just questions about this network and their ability to come up with good ideas. But they could not have tried any less with the segment name of Kate Harper Finds Her Christmas Spirit.
No, they couldn't.
That's the
No,
name of the
not even a
segment.
little bit.
They didn't even try anything clever, fun, smart. It's just, wait, what are we doing here? Just call it that.
Yeah.
Dan.
I mean, I've got a bunch here. The viral video.
A barrel?
A barrel, if you will. He says, 5 million views, no likes. How? How in the world can a YouTube video have 5 million views and no likes? This movie got an actual audible wait what out of me, and I rewound it. She starts her first segment in North Dakota with this sentence. For 2,000 years, people have celebrated Christmas with lights on their trees. For 2,000 years, people have celebrated Christmas with lights on their trees.
Well, if you go back to the manger, Mary and Joseph, after they're hanging up everything, they're like, it's time for Jesus.
You know what's crazy is I'm pretty sure that Christmas trees date back to like the 1500s in Germany. And you have to be some kind of special in a script to overshoot that by 1,500 years. For 2,000 years, people have celebrated Christmas with lights on their trees. Good gracious.
Where's Brian Earl from Christmas Past?
I mean, he has to be having a conniption fit right now. I just can't imagine that being okay. Hey, do you remember that time where the Northern Lights were out in North Dakota, but the only place you could find it was some crook down a back driveway in a backyard? They're driving for miles and miles and miles.
And they can't see them.
They don't see anything. They pull off in the midst of trees, and then there's a clearing. Bang, Northern Lights. How? Where?
Light pollution is a
They were
monster
like,
out in North Dakota.
we gotta film this right now. This is the only place you can see it.
It's an access situation. It's on a hill, but the hill is also going up.
It tilts way higher.
It tilts
It's
way
a
higher.
bad tilt.
Yeah.
If you think about the tilt, Dan, you don't know how the Earth works.
How did Lori Loughlin's dad get to North Dakota so quickly? It was like he was just living around the corner. He was like, I saw you were here, decided to come out.
I actually think he was.
Yes.
He lives in North
He
Dakota?
lives in North
Yes.
Dakota.
Wow. Okay. I missed that. There you have it.
You can speak
Good
up.
job.
Like
Yeah.
if you
No.
know it, you can
I had
speak
to.
up.
I was thinking through it, but but why didn't you mention it earlier that my dad kind of lives in North Dakota?
Yeah, something
Because
of that
that
regard.
is I feel like that would come up. Like North Dakota is not like the most common state to live in.
No, not even a little bit. I got two.
I've never met a person from North Dakota.
I have. Once.
I have. I met one. Yeah.
I found the one.
I got 2 degrees away. You would know someone that they know.
Wow.
True story.
Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon. Yeah, you know Kev. I got 2 more. First of all, they're driving and he says like, hey, how are we doing on time? And then she pulls up her phone and they show a screen of maps. And there's no address in maps. There's no number anywhere. It's just the dot moving. There is clearly no direction of any kind that has been programmed into maps. And she says, 22 miles. We're staying on this road. Just try, guys. Just try. Put a 22 up there. Do something. But this last one is very, very important and near and dear to my heart. The big grand romantic gesture at the end of this movie is the Maytag man shows up with the dad dressed as Santa, and he is supposed to be dressed like an elf, but instead he is dressed like Robin Hood. He is dressed like a Peter Pan Robin Hood combo. Nothing that he is wearing is an elf outfit. There's a feather in his cap. They had nothing on the props department that could make that Joker look like an elf. It is absurd. He is Robin Hood.
Elves, they put feathers in their caps for like at Cracker Barrel, you get the stars.
They get feathers.
They get feathers.
Yeah.
For rank.
Yeah. Dale the elf, he's got like 6 feathers.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
That's
I
pretty
did.
astonishing.
He's wearing a vest. None of what he's wearing. It's like a Robin Hood Halloween costume. It's not elf anything, but it's green and red, and people are like, oh, he's an elf. No, he's Robin Hood.
I liked it.
I like the way you say Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
You go hard on the hood.
Good.
You go hard.
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I love that.
Robin Hood.
Ra.
So help me, God. That's all I got.
What the Hallmark? Probably
already?
we wonder what could have been maybe having some kind of questions that we still have. Panda.
Oh man, so many questions, so little time. Now that
So many. You're not lying. I'm trying to narrow it down to 2. I'm serious.
you really, are there shady dealings going on with the mayor?
No, they're not.
There's no shady
None.
dealings.
None.
What
Their
shady-
entire, and this is one of mine, we can target through. Here's their entire plot. They have no Christmas tree. And the mayor used to be good friends with Christmas tree boy Hollis.
Right.
And they're trying to think of a creative way to get
Hollis out of hidings.
trees back into the town.
I saw Hollis out of hidings live.
Oh my gosh. Next level. And so they decide that what if we found a journalist to come out and get on the case, and then they see Lori Loughlin go off script saying she doesn't like Christmas, and they immediately leap into action. And they immediately create a video overnight, and they say, if we get Lori here, she's smart enough to where if we act shady, she'll get to the bottom of it, and we'll get our trees back. That is their big plan, and it works.
But why didn't somebody just reach out?
Yeah, no kidding. It's a good, it's a good
hey,
story
man,
on its own. It doesn't need all of the cloak and dagger. You can just say, hey, we got this falling out. This guy lost his wife. He used to provide a Christmas tree. Now he's depressed and doesn't love Christmas anymore. That's enough. That's perfect for someone who doesn't like Christmas like Lori Loughlin to go and dive into.
That's wild.
And then the Maytag man is trying to keep her from following the story all movie long for literally no reason.
Was he in on it too? The Maytag
No, he wasn't.
He's just an idiot.
This movie doesn't hold up under the slightest bit of scrutiny. It is just patently absurd. I've still got another one, by the way, so don't worry about me.
I got to bring up Kenny. Thank God he's in this movie. Does a phenomenal job.
Oh, yeah.
But the only reason Kenny is in this movie as the ornaments guy who collects ornaments is because the Christmas twins are mad at each other.
Yeah, I got it.
It's like they're writing it for us.
They're right. You're right.
The Christmas twins are mad at each other. Who are the Christmas twins? Is their last name Christmas? Are they the Christmas twins?
Christmas twins.
And they're mad at each other for some reason? Or are they twins who love Christmas and they're mad at each other? There's lots of different variations of the Christmas twins, how this story could go. I want to know more about the Christmas twins and why, indeed, they are mad at each other.
More than fair.
Dan.
All movie long, we get this bit from the two leads about how Hollyvale, is that the name of the town?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is just very sparsely populated and no one is there. The whole movie. And the whole movie, I'm like, oh my goodness, this town's struggling. It's struggling financially. It doesn't have a tree anymore. It can't afford to do Christmas. And they've done this for self-serving interest.
You see, that was
to
my
get
thing.
Lori there.
They kind of lead it to believe what the mayor does.
They lead it to believe, and they lead you to believe for sure. And then it just turns out that no one visits Hollyvale. It turns out that there's no secret. They didn't have enough extras, and so no one's there, and that's it. There's nothing else, and that's a huge what the Hallmark to me. Is the town always that sparsely populated and popcorn costs $11? What? How are they making ends meet? What are they doing? Nobody's there, and it's normal. Yeah. And they all do this weird thing. It's like, why isn't anybody here? And they all get really shifty, and they're like, it comes and goes. You never can predict.
It's not scarce because the tree's not there?
I don't know. I don't know why they never explain it.
Well, last year there was no tree, so why would someone come back? People come to the biggest little Christmas town,
but they
see
never
the tree.
establish. They never go.
They do never give us those.
And then they talk up like the mayor seems like he's wanting to do this because it's going to boost tourism.
Hey, I need you to back off the mayor. The mayor's on the up and up. I know you have it out for him. I don't know what it is.
He is not on the up and up.
He is on the up and up.
Doings
He's not
incarnate.
shady doings.
I saw Shady Doings incarnate. Not great.
Not great. Actually.
It's a studio voice. Delph has a studio voice.
Don't bring up don't call him out by name.
Dude, you hear this, Delph?
The Delph dudes are gonna come after us.
He's got a studio voice. No, I do.
Sheesh.
Auto-tune that. Delph's been auto-tuned. I said it.
You need to stop.
I said it. If that cancels us, it cancels us. Delph has been auto-tuned. Still holding.
Let's get to the double decker of the week. Panda, you do that deep dive. I don't know how you're gonna follow up yesterday's, but we'll see what happens. Who do we have today, Dano?
We have Arlie Collins. Arlie Collins.
Yeah.
I'm not. Are you?
Arlie?
Arlie?
No, doesn't work. Not even a little bit.
That is not great. I Googled it and I said, no way, not a thing. And then I decided to go check it out for myself, and it is, in fact, a thing.
Wow.
She specializes in, she owns a little restaurant. She specializes in po' boys.
Po' boys. Oh, those! I love a good po' boy sandwich.
Yeah.
Explain for the people.
A little different, Dan. I went there thinking the same thing because I, too, love a good po' boy.
Love a good po' boy.
Every waiter there dressed like Edgar Allan Poe.
Why is it called po' boys?
Because they're po' boys.
What's the restaurant called?
Po' boys.
She doesn't specialize in po' boys. The restaurant is called
po' boys.
It's called what?
Po' boys.
Easy for you to say. P-O-E.
Yeah.
B-O-Y-S.
There's a Z, but yeah.
Po' boys.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's
I'm back
keeping
on
it real
board.
for the next generation of
So
po' lovers.
when you go to order, do you order just like something that's going to kill you? Do you order what do you order?
what are some of the what are some of the specials?
Raven. Very good. It's
Nevermore.
delicious.
It's just Raven?
Yeah, just Raven.
Straight up bird?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
What else?
Let's see. A telltale heart.
You got nothing. You just jumped out there and we're like, I got nothing.
I'm sorry. They serve ravens and hearts?
Yeah. It's delicious.
Now, can I ask you this? Are there any specials that are like play on words? Are they?
Are they food? The oblong box of chocolates, the mask of red herring.
Yep. All delicious.
Yeah. I'm just trying to help you out as best I can here, buddy.
You don't have to help me out. It stands on its own. Dan.
You're serving raven and heart.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could just get all the diseases.
I don't think so, Dan.
Okay.
Raven's a very luxurious bird.
Gamey.
We're back tomorrow with Link Calls the Heart. Until then, may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas!
Deck the Hallmark is a Bramble Jam podcast. It's presented by Philo TV. It's produced by Brandon Gray and recorded live in, Greenville, South Carolina. Set decor is by Plum at Haywood Mall. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on Bramble Jam Podcast Network, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com.